Hi friends, I have a couple of jumping clips from my very last lesson on Fuego where he was really just absolutely fantastic. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a voiceover just to explain how that lesson went and tell you a little bit more about Fuego and a little bit more about what I'm learning through riding him. So we had this 4 jump course set up and it was pretty short, but it took us all the way around the arena, so it gave us a lot of time to prepare for each fence. So you can see, as you can see, we're trotting into the first fence, cantering out of that line. I could have given him a little bit more rein over the top of the fence, but it is a small fence, so he was fine coming over it. The first couple times through, we actually trot in and cantered out of everything. So as you can see, just broke down to a trot after that second fence, and now we're heading to the teal diagonal, which is probably my favorite jump of everything in the ring. He did go over it very nicely. Couldn't see it very well, but he went over it very nicely, and he, always is really, really good about self-regulating after a fence. He has maybe 2 strides of kind of a little discombobulated canter, and then he just, brings himself back down to a trot. So that very last fence actually was a little bit of an awkward one to get over as a single because it was supposed to be in a very short line. So we opted to switch what we were jumping as the last fence instead. So here we are, second time coming through, again trotting in, very beautiful canter out. I think he might have gotten, yeah. So there he got a little bit quick in the line, and I did not half halt strong enough. I either had the option of half halting or he would have been able to take that longer distance just fine since the fences are so small, but probably should have half halted instead. But then same thing, just getting a little bit close to that teal diagonal as it's been raised, but still he gets his feet over everything. He's actually pretty good about it. And then I gave him a good canter up until the last fence. It's funny because that filler on the last fence he actually spooked at the first time that I rode him. And we weren't even jumping it, I walked past it, and it was, I guess, very scary. Very nice canter through. Little bit of a long spot, tiny bit of a long spot, not an issue though. As you can see, I don't know if you guys would have noticed it there, but I can notice it because I see my body reacting the way that it usually reacts. He got a little bit forward coming through that corner, so I think that's probably something to think about more in the future. Again, I don't really have any specific goals or ambitions with Fuego besides just learning how to ride him. So I think as we continue, it'll just be kind of cleaning up those little things, and then if someone else wants to take him to shows or do more with him, it's up to them. But I think too, the flat work as well is very important for me, making sure that he has the balance in the canter on the flat, making sure that he can mimic that as we begin to kind of clean up the courses a little bit. So this last time through, as we were trotting to it, I actually began to felt him. I felt him starting to get a little bit of his, crazy side, and so I just kind of half halted him and pushed him towards that more like the wetter end of the arena and literally just let the wet arena sand slow him down. But the minute that he was kind of given that opportunity and told hey, you can go slow, he was absolutely okay with it. And again, just went through this whole course, fantastic, just foot perfect and beautiful. I never even thought that I would ever be cantering a full course. Granted, it is 4 fences, but I never thought that I'd actually be able to canter a full course on this horse. And if you asked me years ago, I probably wouldn't even ride a horse like this. So I'm really happy. I'm so proud of him, and hopefully there's more to come. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.